What's up guys, my name is Valentino and here's the thing. I've watched too many videos of people traveling around the world while sitting on the couch and just dreaming about doing it. I chose to finally do it myself. So this is my story, these are my adventures, and hopefully you could be a part of my life. This is OlekaTravels. Welcome back guys, this is day 2 get to know my gear. Now I have two amazing cameras to show you guys. The first camera is the Rebel T6 and the second camera is the Canon 700D, also known as T5i. Now the first camera I want to show you guys is the Rebel T6. Averagely priced around $400. Now it's truly amazing. I love it myself. This is the first camera that I bought. If you guys see my previous work, this is usually the camera that I've been using. Now it has 18 megapixels with a Digic 4 Plus processor. It's basically with this camera, if you guys want to take photography, videography, and you're a beginner or intermediate, this camera is a good price to go with, especially when you don't have that much money to work with as well. Now, for myself as a beginner, I love this camera. I just bought it from Best Buy when I was 16 years old, and it did a lot of work for me. If you guys have an iPhone, I know it has a lot of amazing features as well, and it takes a lot of great quality photos, but there's nothing that compares towards a DSLR. Now, within this, it has an EFS mount, and if you're trying to take videography, there's a lot of cons that comes with this if you're trying to make videos about yourself or trying to do a vlog, right? The first con is it has no external port for you to put a microphone out, external mic. Now that's the hardest, that's not one of the hardest parts, but it's one of the saddest things that this camera doesn't have. Now the second thing it doesn't have is a pull-out touch screen or the pull-out 3-inch screen monitor. Now when you're trying to take vlogs yourself, I've had this before where I'm trying to second guess myself if I'm really looking at the frame or the camera frame is looking at me. And when you're trying to take a video, if you're trying to be very efficient with your camera shots or your video shots, it's kind of frustrating when you take a really good video thinking like you said something great and you go home and edit and you're not in the camera frame. The third thing that is not great with this camera, it doesn't have the touchscreen capability, and with the settings, it's very accessible, but you're gonna have to press a lot of buttons with the settings as well. This camera is truly amazing. It does have an ISO, I believe about 12,000, so it does take good photos in low light, but depending on where you're at. And now the second camera I want to talk to you guys is the Canon T5i, also known as the Canon 700D. This camera I just recently bought towards today, so I've been researching a lot as well, and I truly love it. It has a Digic 5 processor and 18.5 megapixels. Now within this, the first thing that I love about this camera is the 3-inch pull-out screen. I love it so much just because now when I'm trying to make my vlogs, I can see myself and I can know that I'm in frame. Now, it also does have the external port for you to put your microphone as well, and it's very easy and compact to use. They're both amazing cameras and they're both easily compact to use, and you can just put them in your backpack or your book bag and it's easy to go, right? I do notice that the T5i is somewhat a little bit heavier, but at the end of the day, it depends on what you want to buy. Now, the T5i does come into a price range of $450 to $500 as a used product. It does have an ISO of 25,600, so it does shoot better in low light. So the $1,000,000 question is, are these cameras worth it or are they outdated in 2020? These cameras are truly worth it. They're amazing cameras. I love these DSLRs, and there's just that feeling of having a DSLR in the palm of your hand that gives you that original photography feeling. It makes me feel professional, but if that's not something that will take you guys in, keep in mind if you're going traveling or if you guys taking a lot of photos or take a lot of videos, going with a 4K resolution camera takes a lot of storage. Now, within myself, I don't have a 4K TV, and I know a lot of phones don't have the capability of taking 4K as well, so it's just better of getting just a DSLR of a 700D T5i or the T6 1300D as well. These cameras are truly amazing. The T6, I personally feel like it's better for taking those photos, and the T5i does come in with its perks of taking its videos as a vlogging camera. At the end of the day, just buying a camera or even picking up your phone and taking a video is just starting your journey. It's all about the story, and it's not all about the camera itself. It's about the person who takes the photos or the videos. Once again, this is OlekaTravels, and I'll see you next time.